everybody. Hey, welcome to Meal Prep 101. I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about how to meal prep. Okay, so when we first get started with meal prep, when you do it the first time, it will probably feel a little bit overwhelming. It will probably take you a little bit longer. It will probably be a little bit of a beast at first, but I want to let you know, first of all, it's worth it. And secondly, like, you can do it. And thirdly, it will all be completely much easier over time. So you are committed here to 21 days of following this program, and if you do, you're going to have really good results. So just think of that and think about the health that you're gaining and the benefits that you're gaining from doing that, and think about your why when you don't feel like doing it. That's what I do. Sometimes, especially in the beginning when I was meal prepping and things would get really stressful and I would be like, I don't know how to do this, and why is it taking me this long? I would think about my why. My why. Why am I doing this? And that would provoke me. That would make me change my perspective. I would look at all this healthy food and I would be like, okay, wow, it's totally worth it to do all this, to sacrifice some of my time, some of my energy on my Sunday after a long day to do this for my family and to do this for myself, for my own health. Okay, so meal prep 101. So here's what I normally do. My rule of thumb almost every week is I do 3 meats, 3 vegetables, 3 carbs. I just keep it really simple. Now, sometimes I'll do more than that. Maybe I want something a little bit different. I'll change it up. Or maybe I don't want the same thing every day, so I'll make smaller portions and make more different things. But for example, this week I've got 3 meats, 3 proteins, 3 carbs. I'm sorry, 3 meats, 3 vegetables, 3 carbs. I've got my chicken that I cook overnight. I put that in the crock pot. You can do it raw, frozen or not frozen. Just cook it, put it in the crock pot, put your seasonings in there, maybe chop up an onion, and just cook it on low until it's good and ready. And you don't have to put any oils, any creams, any butters, nothing in there. Don't put anything in there. Just season it, make it nice and wholesome. Nothing extra in there. When it's ready, it will be good for you you can just shred it up and you can put seasoning. Sometimes I do like taco seasonings. Sometimes I do just like some garlic herb type of things, but never really any oils or anything of that nature. So just keep it really simple and really nice and clean. So I've got chicken, I've got ground beef, and I've got ground turkey. This particular week, I am meal prepping for myself, as usual, my husband, as usual, and actually my mom. My mom is actually coming to town, and so I'm meal prepping for all of us. I say that to tell you that so that you know that if you're prepping for just yourself, be so thankful that it's a lot more simple for you. If you're not prepping for yourself, know that it is totally doable. It just takes a little bit more time, a little bit more energy, but that's okay. So we've got everything we need here. Everything is good to go. And so I told you about my meats. So next is the vegetables. This week I've got zucchini. I've got a mixed, zucchini. I'll show it to y'all. I've got some mixed veggies. I've got some beautiful Brussels sprouts. I love those, but my husband really loves those, so he eats them like every week. So those are my veggies. Oh, and I've got lettuce, mixed greens, and spinach. I get these from Sam's because guess what? They're like a lot cheaper there. This whole huge thing of organic pre-washed greens and spinach is like $3 something each. So I go there. For carbs, I've got rice, which I made in a rice cooker. Put it in there with some water. Go. You're good to go. I've got these noodles, which are made of brown rice and quinoa, so it's a healthy carb. I'm all about that. I get those from Aldi's for maybe $2 something a bag. I do 2 bags a week, but keep in mind this is for my whole family. Then my third carb, remember I said 3s, are sweet potatoes. Look how beautiful. Cut them in half, boil them, okay? When you do that, boil them till they're good and ready. That's what I always say. And the skins, like, they'll just peel right off. Like, they'll just come right off. So totally easy to do. So you've got that. Now I've also got my berries. It's dripping a little. I've got other things. I have grapes. I have some bananas. I have some apples. I have some frozen fruits. I've got those. I've got my walnuts. I've got some sunflower seeds. All of these things are mixed in the plan. All of this plus more is mixed in the plan. So you've got all of these things, and you just have to kind of get yourself going. So what I do, you've got these containers, which I've already kind of taken out and started using a little bit. So You've got all these color containers. Now, what these containers are going to teach you is it's going to teach you portions. How to do the right portions. I've gone through so many, on my journey, weight loss journey, a lot of you are familiar, I've lost 160 pounds. It's been a journey. I've done all different kinds of things. But my ultimate goal is always healthy life, healthy life, healthy life. I don't need a diet, magic diet pill or anything like that. I want a healthy life. I want to be healthy. That is my goal. I used to just want to be skinny. But that's not the case anymore. Even now, I'm like, I could use to even be smaller, but I'm not even focused on them. Just focus on health. And it goes in waves. So just, go with where you are. But anyway, I've done so many different things. There was a time I thought, okay, I should just load up on protein. There was a time when I thought I should just load up on fats. There's just different things that I've gone through. But knowing that I can just have all of the different food groups, all different, a nice variety of things throughout each and every day, it helps me a lot. But you also need to know how much of each thing you can have. So that's where your color containers come into play. You got these with your challenge pack, and this is going to help you with your proportions. Now, one thing I also want to tell you is that you will be able to, what you'll want to do, I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought, is you'll want to get these little black containers, okay? These little black containers. It's already full. Isn't that awesome? So you can easily get those from Amazon. Just go get them. Just log on to Amazon. I got a 15-pack for myself and my husband. You can get however many you need. You may need like a 7-pack. You may have other containers already. You may just not even want to get to containers. You want to just use everything that's already in your cabinet. Go ahead. Totally fine. I also use these containers. Got these from Amazon as well. I searched for small round containers. These are 16-ounce containers. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll put a meal in here. Let's say a protein, a vegetable, and a carb. And for me, I'm a stay-at-home mom. So for me, I can take this out. At least it's already ready. But I can dump it either on a plate or in a bowl and just microwave it and it's done. But it takes up a little less space, or maybe I just don't have enough of the black containers right now, which I don't. I ordered some more. They got lost in the mail. I don't know where they are. I need to order some more. But so in the meantime, I just got to make do with what I have, which is what you should do. Make do with what you have. So I also use those. And then this other container, I have like a million of these. This is like just about the exact size of your purple portion container. So you can fit fruits in here. So a lot of times you'll need to do let's say your strawberries. Your berries are one of your snacks. So you're gonna put your berries in here, and when it's time for a fruit, you're gonna grab your berries, or you're gonna take it with you to work, whichever the case. I got these for like 5 in a pack, and they were like 5 for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So you just make do. They're a little more flimsy. Maybe one of them cracked a little too easy or whatever, but hey, I got so many of them for $1, and at least I'm not using Ziploc bags or, the little sandwich bags. So use these. If you possibly can, use these. These are great. And so about the Ziploc bags, really I try very hard to steer clear of Ziploc bags, but sometimes it gets lost in the shuffle and it doesn't. I end up using container or Ziploc bags, even though I really try not to. But it's better for the environment if we all work together to try not to use Ziploc bags. That's just my little 2 cents. But you can use Ziploc bags. If you only have Ziploc bags, go ahead and use them until you can get some containers. Anyway, I also use these little containers I got from the Dollar Tree. They are perfect for nuts. But I didn't just think, oh, that looks about the right size. I measured the nuts out and put them in here and realized, wow, it is the exact same size as this container. But there's a whole lot of little containers out there that look just like this one. So don't just pick one that looks like this one and be like, okay, I'm gonna use this for the nuts and I'm just gonna fill it up. It could be too little or too much. You don't really want that. You want just the right proportion if you want to see results. So stick to it. Okay, so there's all of our containers. It's very easy from here, guys. Right now, I am not actually I don't have all of my containers out, my actual meal prep containers, because I'm getting ready to go to the pool. I promised my daughter we could go to the pool. She is down there with her daddy and with her brother, waiting for me to come to the pool. So I'm doing this quickly. I might be talking too fast, but I'm actually gonna leave this stuff as soon as I finish this video. I'm gonna leave this stuff right here, and then I'm gonna come back later. I'm gonna fix my family dinner, which is already meal prepped. I'm just gonna warm it basically. And then we're gonna eat dinner, watch some TV together, and then I'm gonna go through and just hammer this out real quick. I've got it down. But so what I was going to say is, when you're ready to do that, let's say you do yours right away. I tend to let mine cool just a little bit so that it doesn't sweat too much in the containers. But I would, if I were doing it right now, I would have all of my containers out that I'm going to need. I would have my meal plan out. I would have my meal plan out while I'm cooking, which is what I did while I was cooking. Don't ever not have your meal plan out. You're going to get all jumbled and you're going to try to remember it and you're not going to remember it. Have your meal plan out while you're cooking. Have your meal plan out while you're putting things in containers. Otherwise, it's going to get all messed up, I promise. Okay, so just don't do that. Make sure you have your meal plan. I would have all my containers. I would have my meal plan. I would have my small proportion containers right here. And I would just go. I would do, let's say, my ground turkey. I would get my red container. I would do turkey, each container until the turkey's done. And then it's done. And then I would move on to my vegetable. And I would do vegetable. And then I would move on to my carb. I would do carb, until that's all done. Just go through, get it done real quick. It's just making it, making it systematic. So, as you already saw, this is what a meal looks like, basically. It's going to look different depending on what you do. It's going to look different. But as far as your meals, like your lunch, your dinner, they're going to look very similar to this. They might have some fruit afterwards or whatever. You're going to look at your meal plan. It's going to look a little different for everybody based on different things. But all you do, I'm teaching you how to use these little colored containers. All you do is you take the container, red is for meat. Have your little guide out. Have your phone out. Take a screenshot of which container goes to which food group. Have that right in front of you when you're doing your meal prep. Because you're going to be like, oh wait, what was it? It was, red goes to carbs or what? Don't do any of that. Excuse me. I had all of this on my phone right there ready to go. I had taken screenshots. I pulled it up on Beachbody On Demand, looked at which container goes to what, and took a screenshot. That way I didn't have to look it up. It's just right there in my photo album, right on my phone. So try that. So let's just show you. You take your container. The red container is for what? Exactly, it's for meat, your protein. So I would just take my red container, fill up my red container. Now, this is incorrect. No. You don't want to do this. Forgive me, I'm the mommy of a 1-year-old. And he says that a lot. This is incorrect. This is way too much. You want to fill it just enough, not too little, but not too much. Just enough to put the lid on there. And then you would dump it right in your container, which I've already done in this container. Okay, so then that one's done. Same with your carb. Grab your carb, level it off. Again, no. There we go. We could put the lid on there. We're not going to because we're using it for measuring. But you could put the lid on there. Dump it in there. There you go. Get your green cup for your vegetable. Scoop everything up. Put it in there, just the right amount. Pour it in your meal container. Same with your berries. Put them in there, and it's fine. And then I'm gonna have one of these for every day for my lunch. I'm gonna probably switch it up on the weekend. But I'm already going to have it prepared. I don't just go on the weekend and just do whatever. I have it prepared. I might do a different meal, but it's still a meal prep day. So there is going to be some extra repetition. Some people do not like eating the same things, but most of the meal plans are made to where there's a few days of the same thing and then you kind of change it up. Again, you can change it up. You can do a different thing every single day if you want to. But if you're going to change anything on the meal plans, make sure you stick to the same container. Like, if you're like, well, I don't want chicken, I'd rather have turkey. Okay, stick to turkey, but keep it in the same spot on the meal plan. So just stick to that until you really get to the plan, get the plan down, and then you can make some changes. You don't have to eat the same thing every day. It's just when I'm meal prepping, and a lot of people who do this plan, it's just easier to just do it real quick and get it all done. And because you get to eat, so you eat 6 times a day. So because you get to eat so many times in the day, it's like not too big of a deal to be able to eat the same things in the day because my almond butter is coming up. That's my favorite thing. So just, go with that. But that's pretty much everything I have for you. I would say for me, it is definitely, I save money by following this program. First of all, the Shakeology is basically a meal in itself, and so I drink a Shakeology shake every day. My husband didn't used to, but now he does. He drinks Shakeology every day because I've learned how healthy it is. That's a meal every day in itself. And then also with, you know, something along with it usually, sometimes. Some people like a fruit with it or whatever. I drink it plain, whatever. But I was going to say, when you're making your meal plan, you're grocery shopping on Saturday, you're meal prepping on Sunday, which means Thursday and Friday you are making your meal plan. This is where I was talking about the saving money is for me, I make my meal plan Thursday I'm kind of thinking about what I'm going to have for the coming week. Friday, I go ahead and make the plan and plug it in. As I'm plugging in what I'm going to have for that week, I'm jotting down everything that I'm going to need at the grocery store. For me, now I'm only buying what I need at the grocery store. So it's actually really helpful instead of just being like, well, maybe we'll want this, or maybe we'll want that. Well, let's just do this. We always get this. It's not like that. For me, actually, we were spending, you know, up to $200 plus every week for a family of 4, and one of those is a 1-year-old. So for everybody's different areas of the country and stuff, it's different. But for us, we were like, do we really need to be spending this much money on groceries? So when we started meal prepping, it totally changed. It was like, oh my gosh, we spend like 120, if, you know, sometimes even less than that, but usually it's like 120, 150 for all of us for the week, and we always have extra. So it works out really well. I end up saving money with doing meal prep. And also by doing all this, I've just learned, it gets so much easier now. I did one challenge month. It was a little bit harder the first month because you're trying to learn everything. But you want great results and you remember your why and you push through and you do it. And then after you do it, you keep on going. So I'm going to end this video because it's already over 17 minutes and I know I want to value everyone's time. I just wanted to give you enough information to get you started right on your meal prep. Don't be overwhelmed. Here's the deal. Get your meal prep done. And then I want to see pictures. I love pictures. I'm a photographer, for goodness sakes. But you see all my, I post like everything on social media, like every picture of every food that I ever eat. Not really, but I love looking at people's meal prep. It gives me ideas. It can give other people ideas in the group. It can give your friends on your Facebook page an idea of what they do. Some people love to meal prep, but don't really know how. So post your pictures, especially in the group. I want to see them. So take pictures, do that. And if you have any questions, post them in the group, because you may have a question that either someone else can answer. Maybe I can't get to it right away. I am a busy mommy. Or it might be something that I end up having to answer and everyone else wanted to know the answer too, so everyone else can find the answer as well. So post it in the group. If you get stuck, don't forget you have every resource at your fingertips. Look up Beachbody On Demand, look up the 21-day fix. That's what we're all following in here, pretty much. Almost everybody is following the 21-day fix. So just go for that, do your thing. You've got this. When you get tired, remember your why, and then look down at all this healthy food that you're preparing for your body, and remember that you can do it, and you are definitely benefiting yourself, and you are going to see great results this month. Great results. I believe it for you. I'm praying for each and every woman in this challenge group. Literally, you can ask my husband. I have like poured my heart and soul into each and every woman because I know the struggle. So I'm here for you. It's going to be great. I'm going to go get in the pool now. I'm so excited to go with my babies for just a little bit. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day. You can do this. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.